Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Today we are taking a look at ground deformation for Farming Simulator 25. At FarmCon, Giant Software shared a lot of information showing off different things, including dynamic shadows, like on vehicle lights and on the ground, different weather effects, mud on tires and dirt and things like that. But the big thing is ground deformation. It's going to be global, so it's going to happen all around the map. Of course, it's not going to happen on things like asphalt. However, if you're on like dirt or gravel, something like that, or in your fields, it is going to work perfectly fine. All you do is drive straight over whatever it is you want, let's say a plowed field for example, and your tires will leave a mark. The weight of the vehicle, how big the tires are, and everything else is going to affect how that works. So make sure you're using something big if you want them deep tracks. I've also been told that it's going to work really well on consoles as well, so PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series players, get excited. Content creators were actually fortunate to have Stefan Geiger, CTO from Giant Software, to interview to ask a few questions about ground deformation, so let's take a look at that.
Thank you, Stefan, for giving us some time.
We saw the tire tracks going through the plowed field. If you plow that field up again or seed it, do those go away then after you've gone back over them?
Yeah, so the plowing would basically reset everything to the texture information, yeah.
As you cross it, though, so as you cross it, would cut through it, or would it just disappear? So if the tracks are going this way, and you're plowing this way, you would just get one plow mark through the tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Crossover. Yeah.
With the crop textures a lot bigger texture density, that means sort of driving through a crop and crop destruction will mean narrower tracks as a result. Because at the moment you drive through something and the track might be twice as wide as the tire.
The information for the foliage itself is still with the same density as we had, yeah.
Right.
So basically moving or not is going to be the same, yes.
How long does it stay after it's... So if you've driven a tractor through a ploughed field like the photo, the screenshot, how long before that goes away? Does that change if it rains? Does it slowly disappear?
Well, at the moment, the ground deformation doesn't go away automatically.
Okay.
Except for memory reasons, right? We cannot store all that information for the whole world, so there's a certain memory budget, and similar to the tire tracks we had or so.
The time of
Right,
disappear.
so at some point, some of the information is discarded, but it's not kind of an automatic thing over time or so.
I was going to ask about the additional mud on tyres. I think it's a fantastic effect to have added in. Is there going to be an animation that comes with that? So as the mud's coming off, will there be an animation of mud coming off, or will it just be a gradual thing that will gradually just disappear?
Well, both, right? So it basically gradually increases, so we can animate that. It's not a binary effect. And we have like particles spawning off when it
Brilliant.
falls off, yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice. Is it just mud and dirt, or are there other things like gravel or lime, fertilizer, snow? Yes, snow. Does it work the same? Similar?
Yeah, so we do have something for snow as well, yeah. Okay. Kind of the same effect, but differently colored. Yeah. But that's all taken part of as well.
Okay.
When things get wet, like when it rains and you get like the roadways that gets wet and everything like that, does it just become dry after it stops raining, or does it take time for it to dry? Like, will it still have the wet look for a while?
It takes a while until it gets drier, so it fades out over time, yeah.
Okay.
Is the ground so for like the vegetable ridges? Is that now done by the ground deformation, or is that still done by displacement mapping? Is it different too?
Well, basically the displacement mapping and the ground deformation is kind of the same, right? So we're using we're dynamically generating the displacement mapping information. So kind of those ridges is part of the displacement mapping of the field texture, but after driving over it with a tractor, so you can dynamically change those areas.
The ground deformation, will the time of year affect? So like in the winter time, when it's cold, the ground's hard, will it deform less than in the summertime, for example?
Yeah. So we have like a couple parameters we can control based on that. Also on the wetness, right? We can make it softer as well.
Okay. And the sticky mud on tires that unlike dirt reduces when driving, does it make your vehicle heavier? Does it slow you down a little bit, or is it just visual?
At the moment it's just visual, but of course it's open to add whatever effect as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Back to ground deformation. I know we talked about it for tyres and things like that. Anything else? Field if you are ploughing or digging or anything like that. Is there any additional kind of level?
There's no kind of digging
Dig
way
down.
with like an excavator or so, but the gameplay can control some certain effects of the ground deformation as well. So it's not just like directly physics driven; it can also be changed by the gameplay code as well.
Okay.
Very cool.
Does it do all of the ground textures, so like gravel, dirt, fields? Do they all behave the same, or they all behave a little differently when deformation?
So the ground deformation basically works all over the world, right? It's not just limited to the fields.
Okay.
But each basically ground type can control how much it can deform and how easily it's going to be deforming.
Okay, nice.
So of course, like if you have like an asphalt area or so, it's not going to deform at all.
Yeah.
And then you might have gravel just a little bit.
And that is it. This is definitely the most highly requested feature of Farming Simulator 25. I'm so excited that you guys get to see this. I'm so happy that I'm able to bring this to you. I'm actually in a room in the back of Fent in Marktoberdorf at FarmCon right now. You may even be able to hear them clapping. Another presentation just got over, so I need to go do some coverage of that. But have a great day. If you got questions, drop them down below. We'll see you later.